Welcome all to the Williston DRB for Tuesday, May 11th. I'm going to open the meeting at 7:02. First order of business is the remote public meeting notice. I, Pete Kelly, as chair of the Williston Development and Review Board, find that this public body is authorized to meet electronically without a physical location due to the state of emergency declared by Governor Scott in Act 92 as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. In accordance with the temporary amendments to the open meeting law, I confirm that 1, public access is available by video conference and telephone through Zoom. All members of the board and the public can communicate in real time during this meeting through Zoom. Planning staff will provide Zoom instructions for public participation before the hearings are opened. Number 2, the publicly noticed agenda, including Zoom web address and phone number. Agenda materials and Zoom instructions are also provided on the town website, www.town.williston.vt.us. Click on Public Records and Documents, then Agendas and Minutes. Number 3, the public can alert us during the meeting. If anyone has a problem with access during the meeting, please use the raised hand feature or chat box in Zoom, or call Emily at 802-878-6704 extension 3 and leave a message. Number 4, continuing the meeting if necessary. If Zoom crashes or the public is unable to access this meeting, it will be continued to May 25, 2021. All votes taken during this meeting that are not unanimous will be done by roll call in accordance with the law. Let's start the meeting by taking a roll call attendance of all DRB members participating in the meeting. Paul Christensen.
Present.
John Hamelgarn.
Present.
Steve Lambrecht.
Present.
Scott Riley. I did hear my phone make a noise, so let me see if
he's there, but I think he's muted.
He is.
Okay.
He'll be
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm here. I'm off my phone at the moment because I'm having trouble logging in on my computer.
Okay.
So
thank you, Scott. David Saladino.
Present.
Dave Turner.
Present.
And Pete Kelly, chair. Speaking is present. So everyone's in attendance. Next order of business is Emily or Bonnie to walk us through a little Zoom tutorial.
Yeah, so it looks like everyone here tonight has been to one of our Zoom meetings before, so I won't do any introductions for how to use Zoom.
Great. Good choice, Emily. Okay, first order is to open it up for public comments. Is there anyone attending this meeting, this virtual meeting, who would like to make a comment on anything that's not on the agenda tonight? I don't think there's anybody here other than the applicant. So let's move on to the agenda. We have one item on the agenda tonight. It is a certificate of appropriateness.
I am present. Yep.
Good evening. And are you the sole representative for your application?
Yes.
And if you would please state your address for the record, please.
Yep. 38 Slate Barn Drive, apartment 2 in Williston, Vermont.
Thank you. Staff is next.
Thanks, Pete. So this is a request for a certificate of appropriateness to replace some windows and construct a stairwell at 38 Slate Barn Drive in the National Register Historic District located within the Village Zoning District. This item was heard by the HAC on March 2nd and 16th. They provided recommendations that the DRB considered on April 27th. There was some back and forth at the DRB on the 27th about the window style, particularly a desire for an exterior muntin pattern. This was continued to get some more clarity from the applicant before the DRB issued a decision. Since that meeting, the applicant was able to locate the same style window, the Pella Impervia fiberglass window, which is a replacement window, and a company that installs the exterior muntin. So they'll have a 2/2 pattern. The company would install the muntin so it wouldn't void the window replacement warranty. The applicant did some research on window styles for Greek Revival homes, and it seems that around the 1850s, 1860s, a transition from 6/6 to 2/2 window patterns, that style changed. The house was constructed approximately in the 1850s, and the second story was added in the 1880s. So going to a 2/2 pattern for the replacement windows would be historically accurate for the structure. And I have drafted recommendations on the certificate for the DRB that the Pella Impervia fiberglass windows with company installed exterior muntins in a 2/2 pattern is approvable. And the same recommendation, those 3 small windows for the bathroom and laundry rooms, those will just be standard awning windows. They won't have a 2/2 pattern. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Emily. Nayo, do you have anything to supplement Emily's staff report?
Nope, that's pretty much it. I will say there was a paper I was reading out of New Hampshire that was some historic, I forget which college it was from, but they basically had historic muntins from, and what they looked like throughout the years. And at least with the windows that are here, the muntins that exist on the 2/2 windows probably are not original to the house because it's the 1880 to present style. So that's about it. That's probably the only thing that's.
Okay. Well, I'm impressed with your research. DRB members, are there any questions?
I would be remiss in not pointing out, Pete, that at this date, if you have a combination window left on your building, it is probably considered historic. That's my one comment for the meeting.
Yeah. Well, technically, most of the people on this call are historic.
Yeah, I think so.
50 being the cutoff.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nayo, for doing that additional research. I appreciate that effort.
Yeah. And thank you for, coming back with this solution. It's tremendous. I think, speaking on behalf of the DRB, that I think we're all very appreciative.
Obviously, thanks, Pete, for pointing out that because the original company I was looking at didn't offer had the third-party installer, and it was actually your lead with the South Burlington Bell company that I was able to find that. So thanks for that information.
Oh, you're welcome. It was, when you're in the business, it's pretty easy to get a hold of those guys, as others on this call know. Anything else from the DRB members?
I'm good.
Okay. DRB members, we have an option to bypass deliberations and go right into a motion if we as a group feel that's appropriate. If anyone feels that we should go into deliberation and talk further, then we will do that.
No, let's vote on this.
I am with Paul.
I agree. Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay. Okay. So I need a volunteer to read the motion?
I volunteer to read the motion. I don't have it in front of me, though.
Who has the motion in front of them?
Looking.
Or, okay, it's Emily.
I knew Emily
Okay.
would come to my rescue.
Okay, John, read.
So, as authorized by WDB 6.6.3, I, John Hemmelgarn, move that the Williston Development Review Board, having reviewed the application submitted and all accompanying materials, including the recommendations of the town staff and the advisory boards required to comment on this application by the Williston Development Bylaw, and having heard and duly considered the testimony presented at the public meeting of May 11th, 2021, accept the recommendations and approve HP 21-03. This approval authorizes the applicant to seek an administrative permit for the proposed development, which must proceed in strict conformance with the certificate.
Thank you, John. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Dave Turner seconds it. Is there any discussion?
No.
Okay, hearing none. Indicate yay or nay, please. Paul Christensen,
Yay.
John Hemmelgarn,
Yay.
Steve Lambrick,
Yay.
Scott Riley,
Yay.
Dave Saladino,
Yay.
Dave Turner.
Yay.
The chair is a yay. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you very much, Nayo. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good luck
no
with
problem.
good luck with your window replacement. I'll be driving by and checking it out.
Yeah, well, based on what they've said, it's going to be a while before anybody's free enough to actually install them. So it might be late this year or early next year before anything happens.
Yeah, there's a little nationwide supply chain problem here going on.
Yeah. Welcome to the newest development in development.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, sir.
All right, thanks.
Next up
Bye.
is meeting minutes from April 27th, 2021. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
I so move.
Okay, Steve moves to approve the minutes. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Dave Turner seconds it. Any discussion?
No.
All those, we'll do this as a group vote. All those in favor of approving the April 27th minutes as written, indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries unanimously. Okay. What was your prediction, John?
Really quickly before you go into that, I was just looking at the recommendations, and I think that the recommendations were to retain the windows and replace the storms. Did we change that, Emily?
Yes, the one on page 5 that looks like a certificate. The ones above were what the hack said on March 16th, and those went through. some
Okay,
changes.
gotcha.
These 3 should be.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that I was getting my minutes and everything correctly here. Okay.
Okay.
Good
No,
catch.
thank you. Always do that. Always take pause with that. Okay. 7:17.
I said 20 to 25, but I wasn't counting on you having us not go into deliberations. That was a
Okay.
good move on your part to make me my estimation too long, and yours more accurate.
No, mine was wrong. Mine was wrong. I said 7:30, so I was way off. Okay, is there a motion to adjourn?
So
So
moved.
be it.
So moved.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Good
See you in
seeing
a month.
everybody. Take
In a
care.
month, right?
Bye.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bye.
Yep.
Bye.